Well, hello again and welcome back to Simply Garden and Home. Hey, I'll tell you what, the air is cooler today. This is like wonderful up here in southern New Hampshire, zone 5. And it's time to plant lettuce. Lovely lettuce. I got about 6 different varieties I'm going to plant. I'm going to go through those as I plant them. But actually going to talk about 5 ways to make sure you can have a successful fall crop of lettuce. Because nothing like having lettuce in the fall. I mean, it's like the best. It's tender, it's sweet, it doesn't bolt on you, it lasts longer. Some lettuce will take light frost. It'll last right up till the, in us, we'll get some cold weather in November, depending where you are in the country. Of course, I realize your frost dates are all different, but we'll get a good frost in the middle of October, and a lot of times lettuce just keeps on going. I do cover it later on towards November at nighttime with a blanket to keep it going longer, and do put some in a cold frame too. So we're gonna get into planting lettuce, and I got 5 ways to help you do that. Okay, so there are 5 key things of planting I found as far as it helps with planting fall lettuce. First, of course, is prepare the soil. The second is plant varieties that have different maturity dates. Now I'm planting 5 different varieties here. I'll go through them real quick here with you. I'm planting a lettuce jara. These come from Harris Garden Seeds. I'm going to be planting a red salad bowl. Next is a red leaf, which comes from Gurney's. And then the next one we have here is pomegranate. It's a new one from Harris seed. And some is designed to really do well in the fall. Another one is called a lettuce bib, like a limestone type lettuce by by Ferry Morris. And then the last one is going to be a romaine cimarron. It's like a romaine type of lettuce, and then we'll plant those. So 5 different types, 6 different types here, different maturities, different times they're going to come in. So that's another good thing, is having good variety. The next we're going to do is going to be putting up a shade cloth. Even though it's cool today, we got some 80 degree coming, and lettuce is not like germinating much past 80 degrees. So keeping a little shade helps keep it. I waited, it was 90s. I said, I'm not even going to bother putting it in the 90 degree because I knew it wouldn't germinate. This is going to be a tougher situation. And then the 4th thing is keeping it well watered, of course. I'm not even going to fertilize. I did put some organic fertilizer ahead of time just in the whole bed, just to give it a little extra nutritional bump, because there were potatoes in there. It's probably took a lot of nutrients out, so this will help give it a little kick. And then the next one is, once the seedlings come up around 2-3 inches, you want to transplant them in your various places around the garden, where maybe you've got some broccolis growing, maybe you have a spot that opened up that you had maybe some tomatoes that didn't get wrapped up. Put a couple heads of lettuce in there. And so let's get going. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. We're first going to put our hoops up, trusty little hoops, to make a covering. And let's come along and show you how to do it. So something I like doing, I like basically planting it in about 2 rows. I'll plant it about long enough to what this polyester covering, it's a row cover. It's basically, I use this when it gets colder to keep the frost off, but this is going to be great for getting lettuce started. So I'm going to make the rows about as long as this here. Not quite that long, but I'm using just a board just to kind of go back and forth, give it a little groove in there. I'm not going to keep the lettuce growing here the whole time. I'll take the thinnings out, move them around the garden, but then I'll probably need a few in here to go ahead and continue growing once I take the transplant, the ones that I want to take and move around the garden. Okay, so we got the little trench or channel made. So let's go ahead and put some wire hoops up here. And now, these are just basically aluminum soft wire. Doesn't matter which, you can use even some coat hangers if you want to. That'd be fine. What you can do is just make a nice little round hoop. And every foot or so, put them in there. There we go. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold these on. I have some little stakes I'll use, but I also have some little clothespins, and that'll also help keep it up. Because you want this thing to be down too far, because you want to keep a little airflow going underneath here. I'll show you when I get it all together what I mean. All right, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and start planting lettuce. So that's how simple this is. I dropped my packages. So hold on a second here. Okay, so I'm gonna lay it out here with different categories. Like I say, I'm gonna just kind of give it a nice little spacing out here. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Just sprinkle them in. It doesn't take much soil, so I will probably get some of my burlap to put that over top here, because even though it's gonna be shade cloth on top, I don't have to worry about it drying out, because lettuce seeds only gets covered up about 1/8 inch of soil, so there isn't much that goes on there. And we'll put this one here next. So the next one's going to be jar. This is actually a green romaine type of lettuce. So sprinkle up. You know what? I'm going to use this package up. It's gone. That's it for the year. Here we go. Just sprinkle some of those in there. All right. Next is the pomegranate. We'll slide that in here. These are going to be wonderful. I just, I'm serious. It's just so much fun in the fall, seeing these nice little heads of lettuce growing beautifully, and they never bolts. It just, and it's so crisp, isn't it, Linda? It's just delicious. It's my favorite lettuce is the fall lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I get that one there. Next is romaine cimarron. This is another romaine type. As you know, what's fun is in the wintertime is picking your different varieties of lettuces. They have so many varieties today, it's crazy. But by the way, if you could share with me what some of your favorite lettuces are, lettuces that you like to plant in the fall. There's so many varieties out there. Maybe you even thought of planting lettuce seeds in the fall. Tell me if you haven't, if you're doing it now because of the video here. It'd be great to hear that. Okay, next is the red mist. There we go. Sprinkle them on there. And last but least, red salad bowl. Ooh, a lot of seeds in there. We don't need all those. I know I'm kind of going close, but you know what? What I'll do when they come up, I thin them out to probably every inch and a half apart. And then when they get little, about 2-3 inches tall, I start pulling them out and put them in other places. Always make sure you transplant your lettuce on either more towards the end of the day, or where it's going to be a cloudy, cooler day, because lettuce transplants don't do too well. I know these are about an 1/8 inch deep as far as planting depth, so we're just going to give a little bit of a soil. Actually, some are 1/4 inch, 1/4 to 1/8 is fine. There we go. And also, it's interesting with the warmth this time of year. It doesn't take as long for these guys to germinate. I mean, within a couple of days, they'll be up. But we'll make sure we keep them well watered. There we go. Okay, let's give it a nice, good drink of water. I think the next couple of days aren't going to be too terribly hot. I think Wednesday gets back in the middle 80s, so I'm not too worried about it drying out right now. I'm just going to make sure I water this well, and we should be good. But you check it every day, by the way. Every day you want to make sure you keep it well watered. So it means you got to take the little covering and pop it up a little bit and get in with your sprinkling can. I'll show you how easy it is to put this thing down. All right. So here's the fun part. Just gonna stick around here. Here we go. You want to keep the ends open a little bit so it gets some air circulation in there. I got these little clothespins, and we're just going to kind of hold it up like this here. There we go. Yeah. Put a couple more on the bottom end here. Once again, keeping the open on the ends. There we go. Just want to shade it. You don't want to suffocate it in there. Alrighty. Like so. And there we go. As easy as it is. So we'll give it a couple of days and it'll be back up here. Maybe we can give you a little quick sneak as far as when it comes up, a little quick video, and just how they're doing as they come along. And that's the simple 5 tips to planting lettuce and getting a successful crop for your fall. So share with me what you're doing this fall, what some of your plans are, what you're going to be putting in this fall for yourself. And once again, thank you for viewing. And those of you who are new, I appreciate you watching, and hopefully you like what you saw, and hopefully I get you to see you subscribing and making any comments if you're new, and I'll answer you back. And once again, enjoy the rest of your day, and happy gardening. See you soon. Bye.